Good morning, my name is Derek Elom Ashlevi, and you're welcome to E-Corner, the time of the show where we basically give you all the stories making headlines in the world of entertainment. But guess what? I'm doing this for my girl, Noella Karen Yale. And today we've got a couple of stories to serve you. But I'm going to be doing this with my favorite person, Emefa Adeti. Emefa, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm still taken aback with that dance you did before coming on. Oh, my God.
No, at the right time, I'll release it. At the right time, we're still rehearsing. Emefa, one story that made headlines this week was some yesterday is Zambian and Ghanaians going at each other over the attire President Mahama wore for a 3-day state visit to the Gambia. I mean, Fugu showed up in Fugu, but it took a certain turn of event because we know President Mahama said over and over again that he's going to promote our culture wherever he goes. In fact, when he was leaving for the World Government Summit early on this week, he went in a kaftan. He's not going to do uptight and wear a jacket in Miane Kone with a tie and all of that. But when you arrive in Gambia, apparently the culture and the demography there is quite different. Yeah. So people took stuff differently. And Charlie, our own president, these people began to make some jokes, making funny comments, such as the Fugu he wore, some called it a blouse. Because in Gambia, of course, ladies wear blouse, but that style is a lot more common. So you have to take a lot of Ghanaians to go and say that, hey, no, not my president. I mean, this is African tradition. So if you run to social media this week, you notice that one of the things that has been happening is that people are just posting pictures of great people who have won Fugu. Osajifo, Kwame Nkrumah, and the Big Sis wore Fugu to declare Ghana independent. In fact, Osajifo was the one who trained their own founding father. So in other terms, Charlie, they are small boys, you know, but this is diplomacy and all of that. And so it got people really talking. But this is what the president wore. Beautiful Fugu, very beautiful. Wearing a caveman watch for that matter. I think it's very beautiful. Yeah. But people started laughing. And you know, if you're going to laugh at somebody, it's not those who live in glass houses don't throw stones, right? This is what is common in Zambia. This is what they wear. And this is almost synonymous to what the Scottish wear, which is a kilt. A kilt is the kind of skirt we see them wear, and they wear a jacket on it. And copy or the African print, you know, or the above vest, or the Charlie, I'm just imagining Code Mickey reacting to this, you know. Emefa, please. No, this is a country. This is their culture, and they are laughing at us. What do you make of it, Emefa?
No, but to think that, of course, we've seen this kind of dressing. The Scottish would do it so nicely, but there's just something jamboree about this one.
Yeah, it really got people really talking. But guess what? It's done something beautiful to our country. Okay. Now, everybody's wearing Fugu today. Today, for that matter. In fact, there's a whole photo shoot they are doing. All people wearing Fugu are meeting at the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum and other places to just take a photo shoot on Fugu, wearing the Fugu. And the second thing that's happening is that the president of Zambia himself, in fact, he noticed that it had become a national discourse. And I said that, look, after President Mahama leaves, the next thing he's going to order from Ghana is Fugu. And so we look forward to it. It's turned out to be some tourism promotion for us, for that matter. And so, yeah.
I love it. But let's tell them to remove the top. The skirt and the white now. Yeah?
They should remove the vest.
They remove the vest.
But we love them, we love them. All right. Emefa, one story that made the headline this week is a Nigerian YouTuber called Stephen Indochukwu, who went to Benin Republic and, for that matter, has done a video, more like a documentary expose kind of video, where he tells the African tradition in a different way. Not retelling the story. You know, we've seen popular Benin. Benin is known for, in quotes, their voodoo tradition, you know. And sometimes, one of the things you notice that during even their cultural performance, I Show Speed, when they visited Benin Republic, we see that whole, I don't know how it's called, it's made of wheatgrass, the longer thing, where they turn, and the thing is naturally moving on its own, nobody touching it. And so it's a very precious culture to the people of Benin. And of course, the narrative has been that there's nothing in that mat, what they call it, spirits, the thing is being used by a spirit. Let me not take the wind out of your sail. watch this video about what the guy exposed about the Benin voodoo culture. And the real question we're asking is that, is voodoo really a culture or is it a scam? Because in this video, he exposes the thing we see turning around. People tell us it's spirits, but we saw somebody's leg. Apparently, somebody has been inside all this while. See the video for yourself. I'll bring you the juice later.
They say there is nobody in there, but I don't believe.
They say it is controlled by the spirits.
We're going to find out. But you can see a lot of people are watching. All these people, they're here to experience voodoo or magic.
For centuries, this religion has been called dark, evil, forbidden, but here it is celebrated openly by millions of people in West Africa. So what is the truth of witchcraft and black magic? Today, I'm stepping inside the largest gathering of voodoo religion in the world to investigate and find out the truth. Walking along the streets of Ouidah, I noticed something. They had on display skulls of animals.
If you walk around famous streets here in Benin Republic, you're going to find places like this. Now, they are selling animals. This gorilla, silverback probably.
Gorillas, crocodiles, pigeons, rat feathers, dog skulls, and all sorts of birds, even snakes. But what are these dead animals used for?
We have all different kinds of birds here.
They have something they say here, it cures some sicknesses and you can use it to protect yourself.
We have birds that you can use for protection. We have birds that you can also use to do evil to another person. The name of this is Kurele. This is for the protection, the one they use for protection. When you have a business and you want to attract people, they use this one to attract more people, to attract client customers.
Oh, yes, chameleon. What does this do? Chameleons are actually interesting. They can look different ways at the same time.
I learned there's the voodoo market, so I wanted to check it out to understand the rituals and see what is sold in this market. Everything here is used for magic and witchcraft. It is filled with dead animals everywhere. But unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to film after many attempts. They say this animal can protect you and grant you your heart desires.
You go to the priest, you tell the priest what your needs are. You need women or whatever you need, or you need success. So the priest will prescribe this medicine, they call it medicine, for you. So you come here, you buy it, you take it back to the priest will prepare what you need.
But I wonder where they get the animals from.
How did they get this animal?
He said that information is sensitive.
They told me they have their suppliers.
You think it works?
No. Do you think it works?
I don't think so. Yeah, but I mean, I do respect the tradition, and I just hope they are getting the animals the right way. That's just my concern.
Yeah, it got people really talking. In fact, the YouTuber in particular, Steven, the guy you just saw, has been dragged for what they call exposing our culture. And people make the point that NY Studio says that if pastor do miracle, you say it be scam. Obosum you say it be tradition. Charlie, that point is the sweet be pass. Now me penny no kwafo. Biola makes the point that if juju is not real, if voodoo is just tricks, are angels real? Is hellfire real? Walking on water and parts of the sea? Are all magician feats? Eternal damnation scare children. There's one particular comment that really busts my brain, and this is Curious Mind. And I now understand why he's probably called Curious Mind. He says that if juju was truly working like people romanticize today, the story of colonization would look very different. Benin Kingdom, one of the most organized, wealthy, and spiritually fortified states in the world, yet a British expedition with a few hundred soldiers sacked it. So we claim, we boast about voodoo and stuff, but Charlie, we had voodoo all this when we were colonizing us, you know. And so, yeah, it made the headlines. Of course, the whole story of labels and artists, is it a greed or contractual agreement? DJ Black spoke this weekend. He spoke on the side of the labels, what they look out for when they actually sign in somebody. It made the headline quite a bit. And his point was basically the fact that when they are signing on artists, they pay a lot. And so when money starts coming in, all they are looking for is to recoup all the monies they've spent. He spoke about it. And of course, there was the Grammys this weekend. We had Davido losing to Tyler about the most performed African song of the year. We all thought, ooh, yeah. Sweet Fanta Diallo didn't win any award. Trevor Noah got threatened by President Trump, you know, when he accused him of being in some of the Eastern files. Bad Bunny also won Album of the Year and made the headline because he's a Latino, very unusual and often someone you wouldn't expect to win the Grammy, you know. And the story, which is Funny Face, I don't know if I have the video of this story inside, but Funny Face is back. He went to a school, people love him, and the rapport, the energy, and the reception is so warm. I mean, we are all excited to see him back with all the energy and, you know, the love. And guess what? Speaking about Fugu and culture and tradition, Charlie, I want to show you some girl. Watch the girl on this TV for me. Allah.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yes.
So Hadi Ali in Tamale sent this to my colleague Kujo Braze.
Wow.
But I had to tear the rubber first before Kujo will wear it. So that's it. It's a Fugu Friday. There you go. Thank you for watching the show. But please stay informed. I'm using Amisha Thompson. And thank you. I love to do this.
I have a question, though. I mean, even when the man was wearing it, they called it a blouse. But you are wearing a shirt. You're already adding another Fugu. So what does it make for the Zambians?
Well, maybe they should learn a key and know how to style it. But look at this. It's very masculine, but it looks gorgeous. Thank you very much, Hadi Ali. But not the one the Zambians are wearing. Derek, thank you.
You're welcome.